Alright, key grammar, making comparisons. 1. Complete this table, then check your answers by reading the language reference. Have you finished? Yes? Okay. So, for example, the first column, we have adjective, fast. Comparative, we have faster. Superlative, we have the fastest, right? How about high? What is the comparative form of this? Okay, yes, of course, that is higher. Wait, give me a sec. This is key grammar, right? Key grammar, exercise 1, right? Okay, so number 3, that is higher. Okay, how about the superlative form of that one? Yes, the highest. Okay, you can write there. How about expensive? Yeah, number 5, more expensive. Okay. Number 5, more expensive. Okay, now number 6. Yeah, you have to write the most expensive. Okay, the most expensive. Now, healthy. Comparative? Healthier. Yes, we have healthier. Okay, now the superlative form? Yes, the healthiest. So, H E A L T H I E S T. Okay, the healthiest. Alright, now number 9, we have steadily. Comparative? No. What is the... Yeah, more steadily. Yes, more steadily. Okay, comparative form for this. Steadily, because it has 3 syllables, right? Steadily, 3 syllables. That's a long one. So we use more steadily, right? Now, superlative form? No, we use the most because this is the long one. Remember, only the short one we use EST, right? But the long one we have to use more steadily, and the other one we have to use the most steadily. Yeah, the most steadily. Okay, so read the language reference page carefully. Then now please use 2 minutes to review all of these words. Yeah, 2 to 3 minutes to review all of these words before we're moving on to the next exercise. Yeah, read all of them, guys. Read all of them, practice, and then move on to the next one. Learn by heart. All right, and you start like that next time. Yeah, go do it. let's continue. Exercise 2. Complete these sentences by putting the adjective or adverb in brackets into the correct form. Have you finished? Okay, number one. Number one has been done for you. Let me read that. Riding a motorcycle is more economical than driving a car. You understand that? What does that mean? Economical? What does that mean? Can someone explain that? That means that you don't waste too much money on something. Okay? When I say that riding a motorcycle is more economical than driving a car, that means driving a motorcycle is kind of cheaper than driving a car. That means you don't have to spend too much money on that compared with driving a car, right? Yeah, cheaper. Like, yeah, it can be. Yeah, you can understand like that. Cheaper, or you don't have to spend too much. Okay? Like driving a car, you have to pay more money for fuel or maintenance, and if there's something happen to the car, you have to pay a lot more to fix the car compared with fixing a motorcycle, something like that. Okay? Now number 2, stop, read that. Yes, it's easier, right? It's easier to walk than to catch a bus. So the answer for number 2 is easier. Okay. Now number 3, Dạ Hân. Lower. Okay. Trains have lower CO2 emissions than buses. No, we don't say the lowest. You see than? Yeah, you can underline the word than. When you see the word than, that means we need to use the comparative form of the verb, not superlative form of the verb, right? So trains have lower CO2 or carbon dioxide emissions than buses. Okay? Now number 4, Duy Tân. Yeah. Yes, riding a bicycle is the healthiest means of transport because you get some exercise. Healthiest. Okay? Yes. Number 5, Kiệt.
Bicycles are probably also the most dangerous means of transport.
Yeah, most dangerous, right? Number 5, most dangerous. Bicycles are probably also the most dangerous means of transport. Alright, stop. Number 6.
You can get to work very quickly by private transport than by public transport.
You can get to work what?
Very quickly.
No, we need to use the superlative form or comparative form. Which one? No, not superlative. Look at the word. Then, so you should use what? You use what? Tell me, comparative or superlative? Yeah, comparative form, right? Comparative form of quickly. What is that? No. So that's why I asked you to read page 123 very clearly. Okay? You will read that later. The answer for this is more quickly. Okay, you can get to work more quickly by private transport than by public transport. After this, guys, please spend around 10 minutes or something to learn all the words on the language reference page, okay? Page 123. Otherwise, you will make a lot of mistakes. And these are very easy questions. So try to avoid mistakes here. Okay? Because if you make even mistakes for some very simple questions like this, then you there's no way you can get more than 4. All right. Again, so this one, you do you have any questions? No. So after this, you also have to read like 2 to 3 minutes. Spend 2 to 3 minutes. Read all of these sentences again. Okay. Don't just finish the exercise and then move on to the next one immediately. No, just take a few minutes to review everything. Make sure you understand why you got it right or why you got it wrong, especially the wrong one. Read carefully. Okay, now exercise 3. Gia Hân, read that. Yes, write sentences of your own about different means of transport using the correct form of these words. So we have 5 words: cheap, comfortable, enjoyable, quickly, and slow. Now think about 5 sentences. Okay? You need to write 5 sentences for these 5 words on your notebook, of course, about different means of transport. You can make some comparisons or something. Yeah, you say that okay, using a car or using this one is cheaper or more expensive or something like that. Write 5 sentences fast. Do it. Finished? Yeah? Now each one of you just read one or two sentences. So now read that aloud. Stop first. You can start first. Cheap? No, you need to make comparisons. You cannot write like that. Either you use the comparative form or superlative form. You don't just write like that. Yeah, Hằng. Yeah. Okay. Means of transport. Di Tăng. Trời, more cheaper nữa hả trời? Give me something else. Why all of you just use cheap? Use something else. No, read something else. Yes. Di Tăng, give me something else. Not cheap, not cheap. Give me something else. More gì? Okay, Kiệt.
This sofa is more comfortable than that chair.
Okay. Stop.
The car is the most comfortable means of transport.
Okay. Dạ Hằng.
Sitting on the car is more comfortable than sitting on the
Okay. Di Tăng.
Work is slower than
Okay. Kiệt.
He works more quickly than her.
Yeah, but it's too simple sentences, guys. For example, when you study even in Vietnam, when you study literature in Vietnam, right? Every time the teachers ask you to make some sentences, do you write like that?
Yes.
Really?
You mean we have to use more bad words?
Yes, you have to think of some kind of better situation or conditions and think of very kind of a little bit longer sentences. You cannot say this one is bigger than that one. Is that a primary school or something? Oh my God, you come up with something interesting.
I don't have idea.
Okay, now exercise 4. Complete these sentences by putting the irregular adjectives and adverbs in brackets into the correct form. Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay. Then sub number 1.
I need to buy a better car than the one I have now.
Okay, number 1, the answer is better. I need to buy a better car than the one I have now. Okay, yeah, at least some sentences like this. Can you come up with some sentences like this? Why do you give me something?
Now.
Rồi, number 2, Gia Hằng. Further or farther, okay? We have two options here because further or farther, right there. So generally, people who take the train to work live further or farther away than people who cycle. On page 123, open it. You see that? on, you need to learn by heart the whole page. Okay, number 3, Duy Tân.
Traveling alone in the city,
What? What's the answer?
was
Worse. Okay. Traffic problems in the city are getting worse. Yes. Number 4.
there are more cars on the road now than in the past.
Yes, there are more cars on the road now than in the past. So many becomes more. Okay? 5.
It takes a bit of time to travel to work and to walk.
Not a bit, little. Look at page 123. Little becomes
What?
yes. Less time. It takes less time to cycle to work than to walk. Okay? Got it? Alright, now exercise 5. Dạ Hân, read that. Yeah, IELTS candidates often make mistakes with comparison of adjectives and adverbs. Find and correct the mistakes in each of these sentences. Number 1 has been done for you. International tourism brings many benefits such as better transport systems. Okay? Not more better, we only have better transport systems. Guys, we don't just do the exercises for fun, okay? After doing this, you need to read and learn and make sure when you do writing, you don't make the same mistakes again. Got it? It's very important. International tourism brings many benefits such as better transport systems. Okay. Now, number 2. Duy Tân.
Private car produce the greatest amount of pollution.
Private cars produce the most great amount of pollution. So which one is wrong? Most great. So so that one is wrong, right? Okay. Most great. So we don't use that. So what should we use? Okay, we replace most great by greatest, right? Greatest. So private cars produced the greatest amount of pollution. Kiệt.
Driving a car is more easier on motorways than in cities. We remove more.
Okay, we don't need more for easier, right? So remove more. We don't say is more easier, we just say easier, right? So driving a car is easier on motorways than in cities. Number 4, Sub.
It was the second large
Category.
category of travelers.
Yes, so which one is wrong? Something is wrong because we are using the superlative form. The superlative form of large is largest. So that one is wrong. Remove large and replace that by largest. Okay? So it was the second largest category of travelers. Okay. Number 5. The better, yeah, so the best. Okay. We remove the word better and we replace that by best. Because this is the superlative form, right? So in many parts of the world, animals are still the best means of transport. Okay, number 6. Yeah. So, how can we fix this? Is correct?
Yeah.
No.
Wrong where? I don't know.
Okay, you need to add most in between these two words, second and common. Sharing cost is the second most. Common way of traveling to work. Okay? Sharing cost is the second most common way of traveling to work. Got it? Done. Now, break time. Các bạn đọc, học cho kỹ quá nha. Kỹ cái đó vô cho writing nó khá là. Alright guys, let's continue. Alright, now let's move on to spelling, right? We try to finish everything here before doing writing, okay? Spelling changes when adding ER and EST to adjectives. Number 1, South, read that. IELTS candidates, read that.
IELTS candidates often make spelling mistakes when they add ER and EST to adjectives. Add ER to each of these words, then change your answer by looking at the language reference.
Yes. Now you can do that. As candidates often make spelling mistakes when they add ER and EST to adjectives. Add ER to each of these words, then check your answers by looking at the language reference. So here we have number 1, clean. We have cleaner, right? Fit. We have what?
Fitter.
Fitter. But we need to double T. Double T. F-I-T-T-E-R, fitter. Number 3,
Friendlier.
yes, it will become friendlier, right? Friendlier. But you need to replace Y by I, okay? Number 4, happy.
Happier.
We are happier, yeah. So we replace Y by I, okay? I-E-R, happier. Number 5,
Bigger.
bigger.
Double
Double G, yes. And then number 6,
Newest.
newer. Okay, newer. Newer. Page 123, spelling changes when adding ER and EST to adjectives. Now we can have a look at page 123, yeah? Spelling. Spelling changes when adding ER and EST to adjectives. Yahang, you can read the first line. Consonant. Vowel. Yes. We double the final consonant when we add ER and EST to adjectives which end in consonants, vowel consonants, like thin, thinner, thinnest. Okay? You understand that? Do I need to explain that again? Yes or no? What? What? Consonant, yes. So that means I need to explain that again. Look at this, guys. Look at this word. Thin. Do you know vowel?
Yes.
Vowel. That is some letters like here. That's what we call vowel. Việt Nam gọi là gì? Nguyên âm, right? You can just say uể oải, right? So vowel, we have 5 vowel sound. And consonants, the rest. Anything except these 5 vowel sounds. That's consonant. Got it? Here they say we double the final consonant when we add ER and EST to adjectives which end in consonant, vowel consonant. Here, look. Tell me, the last one. N or N. What is that? Is that a vowel sound or a consonant sound? What's that? That is consonant. Consonant because it's not here, right? Here, I, vowel. So this one is consonant. And I, that is vowel. And H, what's that? Consonant. So if an adjective ends with consonant, vowel, consonant, like this, we need to double the final consonant. Consonant, vowel, consonant. We need to double the final consonant. So it will become thinner. Double N. Got it? Or thinness for superlative. Double N as well. Yeah? Please write this on your notebook. Việt Nam mình hay gọi là phụ âm, nguyên âm, phụ âm á. Okay. À, tiếng Việt chứ, lộn. Tiếng Việt mình gọi là phụ âm, nguyên âm, phụ âm nhé. Finished. Mấy cái ngữ pháp căn bản thì các bạn cố gắng học cho kỹ nha. Học để hiểu rõ, sau này lên level cao sẽ khó mà được học lại mấy cái này. Ok? Học kỹ vô. Lên level cao người ta còn phải dạy nhiều cái khác nữa, chứ không có quay đi quay lại mấy cái căn bản này. Finished. Alright, next one. Duy Tân, read the next line. Yes, okay, enough. We don't double the final consonant when there are two final consonants. Now look at the word old. You see that? The last two letters, L and D, they are consonant. So we don't double that. Okay? Next one, Kiệt.
There are two vowels before the final consonant.
There are two vowels before the final consonant. Look at the word clear. The final consonant is which one? No, the final consonant for the word clear. What is that? R. Right? So that is not another case, not this one. Yes? Okay? So the final consonant for clear is R, right? And they say there are two vowels before that final consonant. Tell me the two vowels here. E and A, right? And in that case, we also don't double the final consonants. Got it? Now stop, read the next one. The adjective. The adjective ends in a vowel. Safe. You see, this is an adjective. Safe is an adjective, and it ends in a vowel. That is E, right? Okay, last one. Yeah, Hằng. Yeah, the adjective ends in W or X. So we have slow. It ends in W, right? And X. Something else, yeah? So slow, you see, we also have We also have O, that is the vowel, and W, that is consonant, L also consonant, but in this case we don't double. Got it? Now, the next one, the last one, Di Tăng. Yeah, change a final Y to I, like funny will become funnier and funnest. Okay guys, now for rule number 2, we don't double the final consonant when. You don't need to remember that. You just need to remember the first rule, consonant, vowel, consonant. That one. Okay? And for the second rule, you only need to remember the last one. The adjective ends in W or X. So something ends in W or X, you don't double. That's it. Okay? Because for example here, guys, look at this word. Actually, it's very easy to recognize. You see slow, right? Have you ever seen something like this? Have you ever seen something like this? No, right? If we double W here, have you ever seen something like this? No. So actually, these are very very common words when we use them quite like daily. So you don't need to really remember this rule either. Okay? Because these words you just need to learn by heart. You know, slower. We don't need to double W. That's it. Easy, right? Compare with learning so many rules. You just learn this simple word. It is much easier because we don't have so many cases like that. You understand? Yeah. Again, guys, for grammar, especially these rules, you don't need to learn by heart everything because it's too much and too complicated. The best way to learn is to read and to use all of these words every single day, and you will get familiar with that. When you get familiar with all of these words, you don't even need to remember the rules. You understand? For example, when I learn how to write the word funny, it's like that. And when I write funnier, it's like this. I don't need to remember the rule. Oh, I need to double N or something, just because I use it every single day. So, you understand? But we still need to read to understand. We need to read to understand. We know, oh, there's some rule like that. But we don't try to memorize all of the rules here. Otherwise, you will forget that within a couple of days. But the one thing you need to remember is vowel, consonant. Yes, that one you can remember. Consonant, vowel, consonant. Then you need to double something. You need to double the last consonant. Yes, that's what you need to remember. But if you use these words a lot, you don't even need to remember. You don't even need to memorize all of the rules. No. Because when you see thin, you know, oh, thinner, I need double N. That's it. Because I know that word. You understand? Okay. Done. So you need to read everything carefully on that page. Especially for comparative and superlative. Yeah? Now let's get back to exercise 2. Find and correct the spelling mistakes in these sentences written by IELTS candidates. Number 1. Number 1 has been done for you, right? One of the greatest inventions, the car, gives us a better life. Number 2. Sok, have you finished? Okay, tell me, what's wrong here? Nothing is wrong? Yeah, Hung, tell. Okay, what's wrong? Yes, the highest. Spelling mistake, right? So you can remove that one, remove T. So you can write highest again, yeah? The highest. We don't need T. So Auckland, read that sentence.
Auckland has the lowest population.
Population.
But it had
Yes, Auckland had the lowest population, but it had the highest percentage of motor vehicles. Okay. Now number 3, Gia Hân. Okay, so which one is wrong? Biggest. Now we need to double G, right? Yes, double G. This is the biggest problem related to traffic all over the world. So if you use the word biggest a lot, you know that is double G. You don't need to memorize the rule, okay? You just need to remember the word. It is easier. Now number 4, Di Tâm. Yeah, lowest. That is wrong. We don't need double W, right? Remove one W. So you have lowest with only one W. The lowest temperature is in the middle of July. Number 5.
November was the hottest month of the year. We add more T in hottest.
Yeah, hottest, double T. November was the hottest month of the year. Okay. Number 6.
Motorcycles tend to be noisier than cars.
Yeah, so which one is wrong?
We change Y to I.
Yes, noisier, right? We replace Y by I, so we have noisier. Okay? Motorcycles tend to be noisier than cars. Alright guys, that's it for today. Not next week. On Thursday, this Thursday we are going to do writing. Okay?